Hi everyone and welcome back to another morning of Devos and another look inside of the mind of Pastor Dan and some of the reflections that I've been having while in lockdown. Yesterday I finished with I recognise and I really feel that we're in a season of preparation, and hopefully you feel encouraged and enthused by the song, but the expectancy that God's going to do a new thing and bring about a new wave of His Spirit amongst the world. Um, but on that same album, there is another song which really challenged me and asks a question really, and I'll put the song in the comments again. But the whole song it begins with what would you do if he walked into the room? And I heard that song, and it's a great, moving, powerful song. But as I began to sing along to it, because it's one of those nice gospely tracks where you can add a little bit of woo to it, um, I started listing off a few things about what I wouldn't be doing if God were in the room with me. Like, I certainly wouldn't be sitting here looking at Facebook, scrolling through Facebook on my phone if God was in the room with me. Um, and then it sort of hits about halfway through, and he almost come before then, but he starts to declare, he's here. He is in the room. And what are you doing? Um, how would you sing? How would you worship if he was in the room? Because he's already here. Your healer's in the room. Your saviour's in the room. He's here with you now. His spirit dwells within us. And it really challenged me, really got me thinking, so much so that I've begun to really change the way that I've been thinking and behaving, and coming up with a new way of being almost, because I wasn't on the point in the journey that I want to be at. Um, Start to ask myself those questions. How many people have you brought to Christ this year? How many people are you discipling, Dan? How many people have you seen healed, Dan? How many people are you praying for, Dan? And we shouldn't feel burdened or guilted, even if we have one person that we're doing those things with. But it's a question that we do need to be asking ourselves. What are the things that we're doing in our lives? Is that the things that God wants us to be doing? Would we be doing something different if Jesus were in the room? Because he is. And I think that causes us to start to think about restructuring and recentering our lives upon God. It's one of those moments that isn't really a nice moment, but it's a necessary moment in a season of preparation where God starts to really turn the soil over in our hearts. He's doing some good gardening, and he's ready to get in the soil ready to be planting some good stuff in there. So today I just want to finish by asking you, what would you do if he walked into the room?